Hey everyone, welcome back. I am back today with more Clone Wars, you guys. We kicked off another arc last time, and I gotta say, I think it's gonna be another one where we're just so close to some answers yet so far away. If I had to guess, I think the rest of the series is probably going to be, like, ramping up, you know? Like we've been doing, except for that one little Jar Jar arc that we had that was like a cool breeze in hell. It was just kind of, like, removed from a lot of the kind of, like, escalating plot. But yeah, guys, it was really good. We got to deal with some stuff, some familiar stuff from the movies, which we're kind of fleshing out at this point. The whole Sifo Dyas story, which I gotta say, they took a couple of turns in the last one that I'm like, okay, well, where are we going to go with this now? I will briefly get into just kind of my recap of, you know, my lasting, lingering thoughts on the last episode that I watched. But before I do that, I just want to say, if you're joining me early today, you know just what that means. It means that you are one of my awesome patrons. Thank you so much. And as always, I am sending you up those big old hugs right through that screen. And if not, still thank you for joining me today. I'm glad you're here. I do hope you'll consider supporting me that way. The link to my Patreon is going to be in that description down below. And if you are joining me on those YouTubes, I hope you'll hit like and subscribe for me. Thank you so much. But yeah, getting back to just kind of the last episode and what I thought about it, you know, where we left it was kind of different than where I imagined this was going. Once again, we're kind of in a position, you know, similar to the story with Fies, where, like, we're actually getting a little bit more info than I thought we would, but I know we don't ultimately make anything of it. So, like, where are we going in the short term with it is kind of my question now. So we had, you know, the episode end with, we find out that Tyrannus and Dooku are the same person, and we find out that Dooku was actually helping Sifo Dyas, which I honestly thought, like, this whole time that somebody was just, like, using the name, you know? Like, it was really somebody was either Dooku or Palpatine or someone working for one of them, and they just used the name of, like, a conveniently dead Jedi and went and did the whole clone army thing. Now we're kind of finding out, like, there was a little bit more to it. It actually was Sifo Dyas, but we're learning that, you know, he was kind of manipulated, I guess, by Dooku, or aided by Dooku, or all of the above. I don't know. But, like, we know now that Dooku was involved, and we end off on the scene where, you know, the council's kind of discussing it, being like, well, yeah, we kind of can't tell anyone about this, because we know the clones, we like the clones. Clones are working out. Let's just keep this under wraps for now. And I'm like, oh, okay. So, you know, we're aware at this point that he aided in the production of the clones, but no one's really asking why. My best guess would be, and maybe they'll cover it more in this episode if we're going to continue with this arc, would be they're guessing he did something to the clones at, like, not conception, but, you know, creation, I guess. And that will kind of align a little bit more with that arc that we did have about Fives, you know, and kind of uncovering all of the stuff that he did several episodes back. But I wish we would just ask some higher level questions. And I think that's the thing that bugs me the most is, like, the answers in a lot of cases are right there in front of them, but it's not that anyone's being, you know, just stubborn or silly or anything about it. I mean, we are very conveniently being kept busy or distracted or kind of sent off in a different direction. You know, that is very much intentional. And the fact that we are just always consumed with something and we never really have time to sit and breathe and think about kind of like the higher machinations of this war, that's no coincidence, and that's, like, no one's fault except for Palpatine's, and you guys know how I feel about Palpatine. So, but at the same time, so frustrating to, like, see just, like, they're so close, yet, like, nobody questions this kind of outside the box in a way. And I feel like anyone who does, like, a couple of people have, and we know what happened to them. Like, Fives knew a lot, probably most of anyone. Satine kind of was like, I remember her being on, like, more than one occasion, like, yeah, something's not right here. Like, any impartial third party, I feel like, or anyone who kind of gets enough info to sort of be on the outside of the two sides of the war, and then they're just never heard from again. I mean, we know that's not why Satine died, but still. I have all this time had this theory that, like, Ahsoka's gonna figure it out and not get to them in time, which would be tragic, but also really interesting story-wise, I think. But whether or not, I mean, we do have someone who, like, tipped them off to the wreckage, right? And we still don't know who that is, correct? I'm sorry, I'm just, like, dusting my keyboard and, like, playing with stuff instead of looking at you guys, sorry. So in my head, I kind of like to think that maybe, like, Ahsoka is we don't know what Ahsoka's doing right now. I would love to know. But anywho, I think we still have more left to this arc. I feel like I was told that. So I can't wait to see what they're going to do with all this. What do you say we go ahead and get started on the next episode of Clone Wars? Let's go.
Yoda.
I do. My imagination, it must be.
It's not your imagination.
No. It is I.
Is it?
Qui-Gon Jinn.
I knew that voice.
Master Yoda, your thoughts on these revelations?
He's a little out of it right now.
Yes.
Yeah, so they're starting to put a lot of this
Forgive
together.
me, on the precipice. We are. Yes.
Yeah.
The growing
big time.
dark side endangers us all.
God, what if they had just found out right here? I don't know if it would have changed anything. I feel like maybe it would have.
Excuse me, there is great turmoil within Master Yoda.
Yeah.
Yes, we all sensed it.
For something to affect
Oh, they're
Yoda's
playing
destiny
Yoda's theme!
concerns me. We know of something greater on our horizon.
Oh my God, playing Yoda's theme right there just fills me with, like, joy and dread all at the same time. Yeah, because I forgot, like, right at the end, that's when they introduced the whole concept of the whole Force Ghost thing. You too? Oh my God, what if Qui-Gon had solved this whole thing?
Yoda.
Spoke with Master Qui-Gon Jinn on Mortis.
Oh, we're good.
Yes, so did Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
However, since he's dead, we don't think it was actually him. Rather, an
They
illusion.
think it was an
A
illusion.
mind trick formed out of our memories. That's what Obi-Wan believes.
What do you
Why
believe?
you ask? Everything that we know about the Force tells us that an individual retaining their identity after death is impossible.
Everything that we know, yes.
Everything you
But
know,
what about what we know not?
unknown. And who would
Master
explore that
Yoda,
more than
are you
Qui-Gon, though?
suggesting that you have spoken with Master Qui-Gon?
Oh, they're gonna think he's losing
I
it.
am not. Trust my feelings. I do not. The voice I hear does not come from within, but speaks from beyond.
What's Obi-Wan gonna think of
If
this?
I am alone, or if any of you can hear it as well.
Then together, we shall meditate.
Okay, all right. I'm glad that we're taking him seriously and we're not like, nah. That's all. Oh, see, we're all here for you, Yoda. Oh, this is kind of sweet. They're all here for him. Ah.
Hear the voice. I did not.
No, he's not there right now. He's not there right now.
Also said,
This may be a deception by the Sith.
Surely you're not suggesting Master Yoda is susceptible to such manipulation.
Master Yoda, you are older and wiser than any living Jedi.
Right.
This does not mean you are beyond the corruption of the dark side.
Oh, wow.
A
Really?
possibility we must consider. It is.
He's like, okay, I'll put it on the
Clouded
table.
So much of our vision the dark side had.
You have no idea, Sweet Pea.
I may be.
Oh, he's like, okay, I'm humble enough to admit that maybe that it's not what it is, but at the same time they are being snowed big time.
No signs of any degeneration.
Okay.
This section of the brain
That's the little Yoda
is particularly
X-wing.
active.
Dooku was Yoda's apprentice, and Count Dooku has fallen to the dark side.
All of us have apprenticed to Master Yoda. He cannot be held accountable for Dooku's descent.
But they are connected. Profoundly. Whoever the Sith Lord is, he may be using this relationship as a direct link to Yoda.
Impossible.
Are you so sure?
But that's not what this
If the
is,
Sith Lord
right?
wanted to
A deprivation ritual. It is a
Deprivation.
dangerous procedure, but
Like
one
sensory
that will
deprivation?
without question allow Yoda to go to the source of this voice.
Okay.
Whatever.
The Chancellor is requesting that Master Yoda attend an emergency meeting.
I don't need this right now.
What about
How convenient that. Oh, look at him. Oh, Yoda.
The
Oh.
chamber works to deprive the
It's like
patient
a,
of
yeah,
any stimulation except from
sensory
within.
deprivation.
Master Yoda will be taken into an induced
How convenient that the
meditation.
Chancellor wants
This
to bother
allows
us
the
right
patient
now.
to go-
Oh, I bet Palpatine really doesn't want him getting any clarity. Because think about it. I bet Qui-Gon is like just... Qui-Gon always thought outside the box enough
Signs are normal.
to be able to call BS on a lot of this. So, like, if he gets in touch with Qui-Gon, that's really bad for Palpatine's scheme. No wonder Palpatine's like, emergency meeting.
It will take him as close to death as possible.
Whoa.
Like this. Yoda, this is not the way.
What? This is not the way.
Come to Dagobah. The answers you seek are here.
Are they now?
But why?
You must complete what I could not.
his vital signs?
Must complete what I could not.
The test.
What does
I
that
want
mean?
him out
A
of
quest?
there
A
now.
journey?
Speak of this to no one. Trust no one.
Wow.
Come to Dagobah alone.
Okay. Holy crap!
Speaking to the dead, I was. Friends, long gone. Good friend.
His theme makes me want to cry. His theme makes me want to cry every time.
How did the... I want temple guards placed in the medical bay.
He's Yoda's gonna be like, see guys, that's gonna be a problem because I have to take a little PTO here. I have to take a little time off.
Describing nothing but bed rest for you now, Master Yoda.
About that. Gotta get to Dagobah. And
I
Dagobah of all
leave you two alone.
places. Oh, Anakin. At this late in the game, I don't even know how much I want Anakin knowing.
Do something for me. You must. Blamed you will be.
What?
What?
What must I do?
Help me to escape. Yes.
Now he's starting to act a little bit more like
You're
Yoda
not in
Yoda.
prison.
No? Perhaps. But perhaps I am.
There are
Already,
guards.
all around us, the cage may be. A journey I must make. Alone.
He's really starting to
Council
act
will
more
not
like
want you to
Yoda.
travel at all. Alone, even less.
That's why we came to you, Anakin.
Your expert.
I have a mission for
Oh
you.
my god, we're all going to
Anyone who's gonna
Dagobah.
notice you.
He's like, oh, yeah. Oh, I'm all about this duo. I'm all about this. He just hopped on his back. He's like, hop out, friend. Let's go. Let's get out of here.
Where's Master Yoda? What have you done?
Aww.
For once, none of this was my idea.
He's like, for once, I wasn't the one starting trouble. I was just perpetuating it this time. He's gonna go get in touch with Qui-Gon. Qui-Gon, if Qui-Gon were here, correct me if I'm wrong, I really truly believe Qui-Gon would have figured a lot of this out. Qui-Gon would have been thinking outside the box. Like I was saying earlier, we're constantly distracted. We're constantly consumed with something. We're constantly kept on this path that keeps us tunnel visioning and not thinking about what's really going on. Qui-Gon would not have done that. He would have been thinking high level on a lot of this. And I know we're not going to get there. I know what happens eventually. But man, if there was like any way. Oh my God. Just thinking about the two of them on Dagobah together. And Yoda starting to act like whimsical Yoda. Oh my God. No wonder he chose Dagobah then. Qui-Gon?
Yoda, my old friend, you have come at last.
Qui-Gon Jinn.
Follow the light. The light will be your guide.
Oh. Oh, pretty. Oh my God, I am going to cry so hard if they keep playing Yoda's theme. I cannot handle it. Look at him
Strong this
falling.
planet is with the Force.
It is one of the purest places in the galaxy.
Really? Okay. I always kind of wondered, like, why there? Why was that so special?
I am a manifestation of the Force. A force that consists of two parts. Living beings generate the living force, which in turn powers the wellspring that is the cosmic force.
Got it. Okay. So that's why all we knew was the living force.
All energy from the living force, from all things that have ever lived, feeds into the cosmic force,
Okay.
binding everything and communicating to us through the midichlorians. Because of this, I can speak to you now.
That's where the midichlorians.
See the future. Know you, who the Sith Lord is.
I can only show you a place where the answers will be revealed to you.
Okay. Oh, I've got tingles down my spine.
Give power to that which you fear, and it will show itself to you.
Okay. Oh, is he gonna have to fight himself? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Don't be afraid. Oh, no. He's gonna see all the people he cares about, like, getting in trouble, getting killed. Don't give power to your fear, sweetheart. Oh my God, wait, is this? Oh, no way. Oh, don't tell me. Oh my God, is he seeing everything that happens? Oh my God, you are kidding me. He must forget. He must forget. He must forget. He must forget this. Or he doesn't complete the training and he just... Because he legit just saw episode 3.
Come back to us.
Oh, it's Qui-Gon. Okay. Is Qui-Gon the fairy dust? That was insane.
When will this happen?
It is happening right now.
It's,
It
yeah.
has always been happening.
Yep.
With each day the Clone War wages, evil is growing in its power.
That war
What you
is...
felt in the cave,
We hope that the Jedi can prevail. Is there?
there is always hope, my friend.
There's
Though it
always...
often comes in forms not looked for. The key is knowing how to see it and seizing that opportunity. I have been tasked with guiding you forward.
Okay. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here. Stop playing the stinking theme.
You will learn to preserve your life force, and so manifest a consciousness which will allow you to commune with the living after death. Goodbye, my friend.
Goodbye for now. Goodbye for now. Thank you. Mwah, I love you, Qui-Gon.
To Coruscant. We are not going yet.
We're not done.
Afraid only begun. Our long journey has.
Oh man, where are we going next? If the episode ends there, I swear. If the music is. Oh, I could tell by the music it was about to end there. Oh my God. All right, you guys. Was not expecting that. And that's the great thing about Clone Wars arcs is that we start in one place and then we're like, guess what? We're going to Dagobah. What? Oh my God. It filled me with all the feels. All the feels. Because first we have Qui-Gon, and I could tell that's really Liam Neeson. Like, I knew when I heard the voice, I'm like, wait a minute, that voice. And at first I thought, like, oh no, I must be hearing it wrong, and we're going to have, like, maybe it's going to be like Saifa Diaz, and we're going to, like, get to the bottom of what's really going on or something. But then it was confirmed. Oh, you guys, it's going to be good. And like, he's starting to act like Yoda. He's starting to do like the little kind of like whimsical Yoda thing. And I remember seeing like episode 1 as a kid. I remember being like, wow, what got into Yoda? Like, he's so like pomp and circumstance and like he's like professional Yoda. He's the very no nonsense Yoda. And the Yoda I grew up on was like 99% nonsense, like very much nonsense. So some of that, I guess, you know, I always kind of inferred it was like just sort of old age, and just sort of probably undergoing a lot of just all kinds of things after the events of Revenge of the Sith. But perhaps even more than that, it's kind of like the opening of his mind that is sort of like relaxing him. I don't know. But Oh, God, that was so good. Okay, so Qui-Gon was, like, I knew this, and, like, it's on the tip of my tongue that, like, I knew this from the movies or something, that, like, Qui-Gon was the one who figured it out, and I distinctly remember they were going to teach Obi-Wan. I hope I'm remembering that right, or I just made it up, in which case, don't quote me on it. But, so this is how Yoda became aware, and Yoda is going to go on a journey. Now, again, I will reiterate that, and he even said it, Qui-Gon said he was, like, the chosen person to learn how, I don't know, like, who chooses, like, probably the Force itself, designates an individual to kind of, like, learn about this other side of the Force that is unknown to, like, modern Jedi. And now that Qui-Gon is gone, Yoda is going to be the chosen one to learn how to get in touch with this aspect of the Force, and then, like, learn how to, like, learn to manifest a little bit more. Oh, dang. So, is that something that you have to learn? It's something that you have to learn. That's not just something you could do. Because I wonder, because we know Qui-Gon does it, Obi-Wan does it, and then Yoda does it. And at the end of Return of the Jedi, I'm just spouting off stuff about them. If you guys are watching Clone Wars and you haven't seen the movies, excuse me, but I'm pretty sure that's not the case. But at the end of Return of the Jedi, we also have, you know, depending on, like, which edition you see, but it's all, like, we have Anakin at the end too. So Anakin learns to do this at some point. That's interesting. And Anakin was privy to this. I don't know how much more he's going to be involved after this, but that makes sense because he was at least, I guess, like, aware that Yoda had discovered something. So that kind of opens that up a little bit because we know that they're all there at the end of Return of the Jedi. Dang it, guys. I am so down for a Yoda spirit adventure. I'm so ready for it. Yoda and R2. Just a couple of just a droid, and I don't know to this day, like, what Yoda's specific. We went over this during the whole Baby Yoda thing, that, like, I don't know his species or anything at all, but just a Yoda and his R2, I guess. Just traveling the galaxy, doing a journey. I'm so on board for this. I hope this is like it's not, though. It's only a couple episodes, because I think next episode is the last one of the season. I'm pretty sure. Hang on. I could find that info for you really quick without looking at anything about the actual, because they do get some pretty spoilery thumbnails in here. That's why I'm holding my hand out. I just want to see, like, I'm just pressing a little. Okay, no, actually, I think there's 13. There's 13 episodes, and I didn't see the thumbnails, don't worry. But there's 13 episodes, so we have 2 more after this. And then we're done. So I'm guessing this is going to be the arc the rest of the season. And we're going to end off. I would watch so many straight episodes of Yoda doing this journey. I'm just telling you right now. All right. So much good stuff in there. I cannot wait to see where this is going. Oh my God, you guys. Never would have guessed that we were headed in this direction, but this is so cool. And I just have to put it out there. You know, I have to put it out there. I know I say it all the time. I know it's not going to change anything, but I need to say that, my God, if only this had been the key to learning what was really going on. He saw everything, you guys. What is he going to forget it? He saw. Wow. All right, guys, I'm here for it. I loved that so much. I cannot wait to see the rest of the season and the rest of the series. I'm like a matter of weeks away from wrapping up all of Clone Wars, because I know season 7 is short too. I hope you enjoyed watching along with me. As always, thank you so much for joining me today. Please be sure to join me next time for the continuation of this amazing arc and this amazing journey, we will watch it together. Bye for now, guys.